Hey, stuck in traffic with Wolf Gorlick, a couple minutes in information security, evening edition. I was stuck on a conference call this morning, which is funny to me anyways, because every time I'm mentoring someone, every time someone comes out to a MySec meeting for the first time, every time I hire someone for the academy, what do they say? I want to know technology, I want to hack stuff, I want to have the chops, right? I want to cut my teeth and make my bones and carve my name in binary, which is great. Good goals. Just realize that in this industry, at least half your time is going to be spent on conference calls and meetings and presentations. People skills are so freaking huge, not even funny. So anyways, did that this morning, recording the video on the way home. ERP is on my mind, so 3 ways to protect your ERP system. Way number 1 is think about the architecture. There was a pen test in the distant future. No, there's a pen test that we did where they had a good ERP system. It was well designed, well thought, well maintained. They had bolted on a new business process and wired it up to the web. As you might imagine, that website had a SQL injection flaw. 1/3 of all websites have SQL injection flaws according to Veracode. Happens all the time. Anyways, because the wiring from that app to the database, and because the users that we used, it opened up all the data over SQL injection flaw. Architecture. Secondly, underlying processes to maintain the security state. When we do annual pen tests, one of the things you always see pen testers complain about is they find the same problems. So we had this client, they're running Microsoft Dynamics. Every single year we come back out. Every single year we find vulnerabilities. Every single year we give them a list of patches. Every single year they apply those patches. 12 months later, 12 months of Microsoft Patch Tuesday later, we break back in. So, architecture, and are you doing continuous steps to maintain the security posture, including patching, configuration management? Number 3, underlying infrastructure. This one was good. This was an SAP ERP system. I believe it was ECC 6. And in this system, it was all running on VMware. In this system, the configuration was solid, the patches were maintained, everything was golden, the castle was solid. However, VMware was not. There was password reuse in play. We were able to gain access to those passwords from the administrator, and of course that allowed us onto VMware, which allows us to get to all the data. So, if you got good architecture, you got good processes, you got good infrastructure, you have a good castle, and you can protect your data, and life is good, except for bonus. They shouldn't see that coming, right? All right, so one other thing to consider is, all your controls are great if you have a business process that dumps that data out to flat file or out to Excel. Who cares? Who cares about your controls? And that's another thing we see all the time. We had another instance of an ERP system with another penetration test where we had to get access to the data. We didn't even need to break into the ERP system. They had a process that was dumping it all to flat files, and those flat files were available on the file share. Well, there you go. End of the day, 4 things to think about with your ERP system in terms of protecting your data. Cheers. See you tomorrow morning if I'm not on a call or a meeting or doing other people's stuff.